Hi everyone, Jamie here with Sweet Pickins. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm so glad you're here. So I am sitting down, which is really odd for me. I prefer to work standing up. However, I could not get the angle right. You know, YouTube is side to side, not up and down. Up and down is so much easier, especially when you're trying to do these kind of projects on a surface. And so anyway, so I am going to sit down and do this, and hopefully I can do as good sitting down. So we are going to make some treats today. I have Bible study tonight, and so I want to make some treats for my Bible study. So I've come up with this recipe. I think you guys are going to like it. I've never tried it, so we're doing it together. So it's just kind of an experiment, but I think it's going to be really good because it encompasses two things that people love: peanut butter and chocolate. So I always take a sweet treat. So let me show you guys what we're gonna be needing, and then I will show you guys exactly what we're making and how we're going to make it. So I have Skippy peanut butter here. You're gonna wanna use the smooth peanut butter. So we have that here. I have some peanuts, and I have these, these packs of Ritz crackers. So I opened up 2 packages. They're right here. Sometimes some of them come in broken. So we've got, this recipe is going to make at least 2 dozen, if not more, depending if you have any broken crackers. And then I have melted chocolate. So I have already melted my chocolate, so it is ready to go. So you're just gonna need some melted chocolate. I have parchment paper because you're gonna want these to sit and dry. And then what I did with the peanuts is I always like something on the top. So I took these peanuts and I just chopped them down with a knife so we can sprinkle them on top of our cookies. So as you can guess it, we are gonna put peanut butter. I put some peanut butter in this dish in our Ritz cracker. Then we're going to dip it in chocolate and then add peanuts to the top. I think that is gonna be your salt and your sweet all in one, and everyone loves peanut butter and chocolate, so I think this is going to be a really good recipe. So I cannot wait to get reviews back from everybody. So I am gonna use about a half a teaspoon of peanut butter. You're gonna wanna put it in the middle of your cracker without it falling off the edges. So just kind of work it. I think a spatula is gonna work the best. So just put it on here, because when you squish it, it's gonna, kind of go out, but you don't want to go out on the sides. So I am using the flat side, and then this side is where the holes are. So we're gonna do the same. We'll put the holes on the outside. So we're gonna squish this together. So we're just gonna bust through and make a whole bunch of these really quick. And then we will start our dipping. But I'm guessing about a half a teaspoon. I wouldn't overthink it. You just don't want it oozing out the sides, because then it's gonna become like a mess. So you can always add. It's a little harder to take away. So, and I'm not squishing them down crazy hard. So we're just gonna make a few, and then I'll make a few with you guys. I'll show you guys how they're made, and then I'm gonna get off camera and finish the rest, because I'm gonna take these couple of dozen, get these done and take them tonight. And then I may make another batch to take to work tomorrow, or for the house here. I have to say, if you guys have watched my videos, you guys know I don't like peanut butter. I am not a peanut butter fan. Now, I will tolerate some peanut butter. I do like my Aunt Kitty's peanut butter cookies. Those I love, and those do incorporate peanut butter. And I do like my grandma's homemade peanut butter cookies. It's an old vintage recipe. It's been in the family for a very long time. I do like those. Now I like both of those cookies in moderation, because I don't love peanut butter. You won't really catch me making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, even though the thought of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich is so nostalgic, but I don't love peanut butter. So I tolerate peanut butter is really what it is. So, all right, this is gonna be the last one. Let's see, 3, 6, so we have made 9 here. Let me make one more, and we'll just do it off to 10. We should be able to get more than 2 dozen because I only had a couple crackers broken, but we'll make as many as possible. So, all right, we're gonna set the peanut butter and the crackers aside. And then what I'm gonna do, here's my parchment paper. So I have tongs. Okay, guys, this is a new recipe for me. So I'm learning as you guys learn. So I've got a fork because I know that forks, you can kind of turn things in chocolate and then have it come out, but then maybe tongs would be even easier. So we're gonna try the tongs first. So I've got the melted chocolate here, and I'm just gonna take it and I'm gonna totally dip both sides. And then we're just gonna kind of bounce it to get as much chocolate off as possible. You don't want a ton of excess chocolate, but these are gonna have to set up for a little bit. So make sure you have enough time for them to set up. So, all right, so we're gonna set these down. Perfect. All right, let's try that again. I actually think the tongs are gonna work out really, really well. So just kind of get as much chocolate off as possible. Maybe even wipe this side. I didn't do that last time. Toss it in. Because you just want it all coated. You want that peanut butter to stay in there. See how I'm just kind of doing this? I'm just trying to get off as much as possible. All right, and then we'll set it down. And if a little bit of peanut butter goes off of your cracker from the actual tongs, just kind of take the tongs and kind of go over that spot, and then you will get the chocolate to just move, because this is warm chocolate. It's not hot chocolate, it's warm chocolate. I pulled it out, off of the oven, and I just let it sit for a few minutes so it wasn't scalding. Because the thing is when you're working with peanut butter, you don't want your chocolate to be too hot, because then what it will do is it will melt your peanut butter and it will go everywhere. All right, we're almost done. We're halfway there. I can't wait to have everybody try these and give me some feedback on them. If your crackers move, just kind of manipulate them back. They'll be fine. And they're really gonna move when you're kind of tapping them. So maybe I shouldn't tap them like I was, because that's when I was finding that they were moving a little bit. All right, so we're just gonna set these here. And then as soon as we get all these done, then what we're gonna do is we are gonna put some peanuts on it. Now, you don't have to do peanuts. You could do like a white chocolate drizzle, or you could do sprinkles. There's lots of really fun things that you can actually do with these. You don't have to do the peanuts. I just think the peanuts are just an extra layer of texture, flavor, since it's already peanut butter. All right, so these are all laying here. They look good. Got this one last one in here, and then we are gonna start putting the topping on. See how easy this is? Guys, this is a really easy, no bake cookie. I guess I would call this a Ritz cookie. Ritz cracker cookie is what I would call this. Is that right? Is that wrong? What would you call this? All right, just fixing that little spot. All right, so we're gonna set the chocolate aside. Now we're gonna take our peanuts that I have already chopped, and I didn't chop them super small. I chopped them really coarse. So we're just gonna kind of sprinkle some on the top. As much or as little as you want, whatever makes your heart happy. I just wanted them to be a little coarse just because it does add a little extra texture. You could use like a food processor. You just don't want to take these too far down. So you can see them. Look at how cute these are. Unfortunately, I can't lift them because then the chocolate will go everywhere. But this was 10. How fast did I make 10? And if I wasn't talking, I could have whipped them out even faster. So this is a really fun, easy dessert to take with you to any function. And you know what would be even awesome is if you put several in a bag and then put a cute little ribbon with like a little tag or something on the top and give those away as gifts. That would be really, really fun. So if the feedback is good, you may see this recipe in Hello Sugar when we do have events, because this, I think, is gonna be an absolute winner. You've got the crunch of the cracker, you've got the crunch of the peanuts, you got the smooth, yummy, rich texture of the peanut butter. Then, of course, all our favorites, right? Chocolate. So it's a win-win-win all the way around with flavors. So yes, that's it. So, all right, guys, well, I will take a picture of these. You'll find it on my Instagram and Facebook page once they're all done and set up and cooling. So I will put a picture up there. Make sure you're following us on Instagram and Facebook. You just have to type in Sweet Pickins Reno, Pickins Reno, and you'll find us there. We do stories and reels and all sorts of things every single day. There's stuff on there. Also, we'd love it if you would like this video and subscribe to our channel. Share it off to your friends. We would love that too. We do have a brick and mortar here in Sparks, Nevada. We are inside Painted Tree, back left, back, let me start that over. Back left corner. We're space W1. We've got a big chandelier and we have country music playing. And you also could, again, follow us on all our social medias. We have also a website, shopsweetpickins.com, where you can find a lot of decorating inspirations. And of course, there is an area to shop. So guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you hanging out with me, and I hope you make these. And if you do, shoot me over some pictures and give me a review on how you like the recipe. All right, guys, have a wonderful day.